Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. You know what you clicked on? This is What If by J. Cole off of his final album, supposedly, The Fall Off. Let me tell you, this track is a banger. I honestly do not see the hate for this track that I've been seeing online. I don't see the justification for it. I don't see the justification for the hate for this track, the album, none of it. I honestly think people are just hating on the track just because it's cool to hate on J. Cole in the moment. Not about to sit there and tell me that if anybody else put this track out besides J. Cole, we wouldn't be calling this bitch a masterpiece. Anyway, I'm recording this intro after the fact. This is part of the full Disc 2 album review, which is fully available on Patreon right now, along with disc number 1. Both album reactions are 2.5 hours each, and they both are available in full, uncut, not a single song cut, not a single piece of commentary cut, none of that. If you want to support the channel and you want to see these things long before they come to YouTube, the only place to see them is available on Patreon. It's $5 United States to get not only those 2 albums, but pretty much any of the albums that we've done in the last 3 months. Now, I will say I don't know if every single song on this album is going to be coming to the channel. That's 24 tracks. That's a lot of editing to have to do. The tracks that I find as the standouts will be their own standalone videos, just like this one. And then each individual album, disc 1 and disc 2, will be compressed and compacted for time and copyright sake into their own individual album reactions. But the only place that you're going to see anything uncut in full is on Patreon. I just don't have the time to edit 24 tracks along with all this other new music that's coming out. Baby Keem's coming out, Joji tomorrow. There's just, I don't have enough hands. Join us over on Twitch if you haven't joined. That's where we do all our album reactions. Baby Keem is the most notable one, along with Drake's album once that drops. And other than that, if you like the video, leave a comment with your commentary about what you think. I've been reading all the comments on all these J. Cole videos, so I definitely want to hear your weigh-in on these things. So feel free to leave a comment, like the video if you like it, subscribe if you've never subscribed, and other than that, catch y'all guys on the next one. Later.
It's for everybody out there that ever fell out with somebody you love. Famous motherfucker. Just to look back and be like, yeah, damn. You didn't have to go like that. Yeah. What if?
Dax.
What if the bullshit never got in the way? You'll still be my nigga to this day. I'm saying what if? What if the bullshit never got in the way? I still have my nigga to this day. What's up, Pac? I heard that record that you did that just dropped. It's bubbling, got me wondering when the love stopped. Hit him up, I'm like, maybe I should write you before shit go left. The streets is a bit upset. You claiming that you fuck my bitch, but check instead of escalating.
Is he writing to Pac as Biggie? Is he writing to Pac as Biggie right now?
What's up, Pac? I heard that record that you did that just dropped.
Bro, like, what if it's such a fucking... It's such a crazy concept already. Like, bro, because really, what if? What if they didn't beef and they didn't kill each other? Where would rap be right now?
What if the bullshit never got in the way? I still have my nigga to this day. What's up, Pac? I heard that record that you did that just dropped. It's bubbling, got me wondering when the love stopped. Hit him up, I'm like, maybe I should write you before shit go left. The streets is a bit upset. You claiming that you fuck my bitch, but check instead of escalating. At a time when niggas say big, let's decimate him. I'm telling them chill, cause although he violating in my heart, I could never hate him. I love you, I hope.
Oh man, the Biggie fucking vocal production, and then just thinking about the fact that he is literally using the Biggie and Pac diss to bring his point of view as to why he backed out of his own diss. How many people said that this song was ass? You know what I've been seeing where people were like, why is he still talking about the fucking beef all these 2 years later? Like, bitch, why are you talking about the beef 2 years later? He was in the shit. He deserves to talk about it. Why are you still talking about it for clicks? Get the fuck out of here.
Claiming that you fuck my bitch, but check instead of escalating. At a time when niggas say big, let's decimate them. I'm telling them shit.
Also, you know that this is Biggie's vocal production because J. Cole doesn't vocal stack. J. Cole never vocal stacks.
You fuck my bitch, but check instead of escalating. escalating. At a time when niggas say big, let's decimate him. I'm telling them chill, cause although he violating, in my heart I could never hate him. I love you.
And the cadence, obviously.
Too late to tell you when you got shot. I came to visit you at Bellevue, but you were sleeping. They let me peeking. I said a prayer by your bedside. Bandages covered the bleeding. I'm thinking, dog, I told you, watch them niggas you close to. I know dudes, and they won't hesitate to smoke you if shit go left. While you was locked, I should've wrote you, but life happens. Promo, mad shows to do still. No excuse, I didn't do what I was supposed to. And maybe that's what provoked you to use your vocals to speak my name with a negative tone as you stared at the walls of that cell on your own.
Bro, that boat cool, the boat too. Like that fucking upward inflection is so fire, bro. So biggie.
No excuse, I didn't do what I was supposed to. And maybe that's what provoked you to use your vocals to speak my name with a negative tone as you stared at the walls of that cell on your own. Wonder how long it be before they let you come home and get your money. You maybe started looking at me funny. Perhaps you might have felt that I betrayed you or played you or thought that I knew about that setup and could have saved you. Or maybe that made you come out on some war shit. East Coast, West Coast, now media is trying to force it. Of course it's entertainment, but the world is full of ignoramus that view the rich and famous as either heroes or villains with no feelings. Not knowing most drama only leads to more killings. Well, fuck that, nigga, I'm hurt. I miss my dog, I ain't gotta hide. If I hurt you, I apologize. What if?
Turn back the hands of time.
What if?
Turn back the hands of time.
What if? What if the bullshit?
Bro, this was an excuse to back out of the beef, bro. This is his reasoning to back out of the beef. What the fuck, bro? Like, not everything is an excuse, okay? Y'all just love to see black on black violence, don't y'all? Y'all love to see black on black violence, but also say that you hate to see it. Which one is it? Which one is it? Because 3 of the most prolific black men, yes, Drake is black, went into beef and one backed out to keep his own sanity. And now that's a problem. But had he not backed out and somebody fired on one of them and one of them died, J. Cole dies, we're crying. Which one is it? Which one fucking is it? Y'all piss me off. Not you, chat. You watching this. You watching this that already that fucking thumbs down this video. You piss me off. You know what the problem is, guys? Pride is the devil. And you know what the problem is with the devil? He's more fun than the angel. The devil is more fun than the angel. There's more to talk about with the devil than there is with the angel. So people want to talk about the devil. And when somebody chooses the angel, now they're a bitch for not choosing the devil and choosing their pride.
Not knowing most drama only leads to more killings. Well, fuck that, nigga, I'm hurt. I miss my dog, I ain't gotta hide. If I hurt you, I apologize. What if?
If I can turn back the hands of time.
What if?
Turn back the hands of time.
What if? What if the bullshit never got in the way? You'll still be my nigga to this day. I'm saying, what if?
If I can turn back the hands of time.
What if?
Turn back the hands of time.
What if? What if the bullshit never got in the way? I still have my nigga to this day. Today was going to Vegas until I opened your letter. I cried through all of his pages, been trying to get it together. I'm coming out there and why? I gotta find you in person to look you dead in your eyes and let you know I've been hurting, been moving off pure adrenaline, never knowing for certain who's on my side and who's obliged for closing my curtains. So in the midst with clenched fists, I pick up the sword. I know there's money in violence, I know there's profit in war. Plus, yeah.
The pot cadence now is so fucking crazy, bro. Hey, yo, this shit is tough. I already know there are gonna people be like, oh, fucking he did it on reincarnation already. K-Dot did it on reincarnation. He used the fucking voice. He used the cadence. Shut up. Low key, the best one to do it though. Drake on the tailor-made freestyle. Drake on the tailor-made freestyle using Pac's voice is low-key tough. I know that y'all don't want to hear that, but that shit was hard.
Cried through all of his pages, been trying to get it together. I'm coming out there and why? I gotta find you in person to look you.
You know what the craziest thing is too on top of this? Because if this story that we're hearing about what if, like let's just say the what if played out and then the beef didn't fucking end up with these two dead. They had their long careers, they rap, they do their thing, they back J. Cole, they back Drake, they back K-Dot. And then K-Dot and them start beefing. If J. Cole doesn't back out, now there's no precedent to stay in the beef until you're dead because these two didn't die. So if these two don't die, and oh, you gotta ride, you gotta stand by your word until you're fucking dead. Pride is the dead, you gotta stand by your pride. They don't die. Nobody got a problem with Cole backing out.
Cried through all of his pages, been trying to get it together. I'm coming out there and why? I gotta find you in person to look you dead in your eyes and let you know I've been hurting, been moving off pure adrenaline, never knowing for certain who's on my side and who's obliged for closing my curtains. So in the midst with clenched fists, I pick up the sword. I know there's money and violence, I know there's profit in war. But see, I felt that you left me to hang. I gave you game. Rap for the bitches, I said. Saw you switch up your lane. Your content resembling mine, it brought you fame. I didn't complain, I cheered you on with no disdain. And at the same time, my destiny brought me pain. From kicking it with some venomous niggas, I know the same. Ones that you warn me about, I ain't listen. The trigger squeeze, my paranoia noticed you in the vicinity.
Bro, like, what if Pac really had this disdain for him because he didn't write him in prison? What if that's how the whole shit came about? Pac gave him the best advice he could have ever gave him and said, start rapping for the girls because they're the trendsetters. And then he changes up his whole shit. And then Pac's shit starts going south. Biggie doesn't ever write him or doesn't ever talk to him about it. So now he's like, I helped you on the come up. And then now you're not here for me to hold me up when I'm falling down. Bro, this song is tough.
Me pain from kicking it with some venomous niggas, I know the same. Ones that you warn me about, I ain't listen. The trigger squeeze, my paranoia noticed you in the vicinity. So when they sentenced me, lawyers milked me for every penny. All I had inside that cell was my memory. And plus the fear that while I'm gone, they forgetting me. How niggas shouting me out, but never visit me. And as the time crept, that mindset became a mission. You came to represent my opposition. So when I got out, I chose drama. Took the war route and went all out, not care about the fallout. Suddenly now I got the mob out, plus a whole side ready to ride. Now I gotta tell them stall out, cause tears fill in my eyes. Your letter helped me understand the power in love, the choice to be the bigger man. No shit got out of hand, I'll take the blame for it. For my mistakes I couldn't take, you getting slain for it. For falling victim to ego, vengeance, and dollar signs. I wanna say from the heart, I apologize. What if
I can turn back the hands of time?
What if?
Turn back the hands of time?
What if? What if the bullshit never got in the way? You'll still be my nigga to this day. I'm saying, what if?
If I can turn back the hands of time?
What if?
Turn back the hands of time?
What if? What if the bullshit never got in the way? We'll still have them niggas to this day. What if? 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 What if?
And the craziest part,
What if? 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 What if?
What if?
What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? What if?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and the craziest part is there's not a single verse in here where he flips it and says, this is why I did what I did. So motherfuckers just automatically assuming he's making excuses when really he just told the story about what if with Biggie and Pac. What if he didn't even mean this to be an apology or the reasoning behind him backing out? What if this was just a story to tell? 10 out of a 10 track. Y'all ever seen a Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey and Sandra Bullock? Black dude, Samuel Jackson, kills the daughter or kills the white guys who sexually assaulted and hung his daughter. This is like in the 20s or in the 30s or whenever like racial tensions in the South were crazy high. Obviously he's in trial, right? In predominantly white Southern Alabama or wherever. So he's definitely going to prison. Matthew McConaughey's like pleading his case. Closing arguments, he goes, tells the jury to close their eyes, lays out the entire picture of everything that happened to Samuel Jackson's daughter. How she was brutally R word that I can't say on Twitch, dragged, by a truck and then eventually hung to her death. And then at the end of the speech, he says, now what if she was white? And then that obviously changes the entire perception of the entire thing. It's that type of mentality that like, that's how I feel about people who don't like J. Cole. Or people that are trying to pit J. Cole as the worst of the big three, or that he can't hold a candle to K. Dot. What if Kendrick Lamar made this song? If Kendrick Lamar made this song, will we be saying it's one of Kendrick Lamar's best in his discography, in his catalog? Probably, right? We probably would be saying that. But because it's J. Cole, we're saying, it's corny. That's how I know you can't win in arguments with haters, because they don't want to see that point of view. They don't want to see that they just don't like the song because it's J. Cole and because he backed out of the beef. If it wasn't J. Cole, if anybody else wrote this track, everybody be like, damn, that shit's fire. Like hearing this whole perspective of the beef of these two goats that we never got to see their career. And it could have all been as simple as saying, I'm sorry and apologizing before shit got out of hand. Nope. It's J. Cole, so we automatically hate it.